38 laps to go. Tonight from Richmond International Raceway. Tomorrow night, it's the NASCAR Winston Cup Series for 400 laps. Tonight, it's been a Busch Series Demolition Derby and Domination Derby. The Demolition, 9 caution flags for 68 of the 212 laps so far. And the Domination, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's led 160 of those same 212 laps.
All right. Come on, kid. I got to see the tape on that. I'm not sure your arithmetic is too good.
He's working.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I appreciate your effort.
One way or the other, raising money for Duke Children's Hospital tonight, and that's a good thing.
That's a terrific thing.
But Jeff Burton, after dominating the run in Darlington last weekend, is caught back in 7th place right now. And really hasn't been a factor to take the lead in this thing for much of the night. He got as far as 2nd, but never really challenged. And by the way, as much of this thing as Dale Jr. has dominated tonight, even if he led every lap from here to the finish, he still wouldn't break the record for most laps led in a Busch Series race here.
Who's got that, Jimmy Spencer?
Your brother, Kenny.
Really?
Led 246 laps of 250 in 1996.
That Bill Sloboda, he has all that information at his fingertips.
Well, you know what? I led 550 out of the 800, I guess it was last year. Still for the second.
So it doesn't always work, does it?
No, it's always at the very end where you get nailed.
By the way, yes, Kenny Wallace did win that race.
That's good.
By the way, I asked about the 47 car of Shane Miller, or maybe I said that to myself. I don't know if I said it out loud, but he lost some oil down in turns 1 and 2, and so the safety truck has gone out and spread some oil dried down, and guess what? He's still on the racetrack smoking. Marty, what's going on with the 47? He's on the racetrack smoking and
it's
losing
an oil line, BP, and they're continuing to try and fix it. He's been down pit road a couple of times, and I believe, no, he's not going to come in this time, so he is still smoking, and they're going to try to bring him in. Let's get with Steve Addington real quick, the crew chief of the 57 car, Jason Keller, and you have 4 fresh skins, and your the cohort in the points championship does not. You comfortable there?
Yeah, I'm real comfortable with what we got going on now. I don't think anything's going to beat that 8 car. He's pretty stout. The Albertson's Ford's been really good. We were just, tickled to death with the way this came around in the race. We struggled here in practice and in qualifying, but we worked on it and it's gotten better. We'll see what we got. We're going to be patient and try to get through here with this 8 car, and then we'll see what happens.
But the goal is to beat the 60 car, correct?
We come here to win the race. And whatever happens to that's going to take care of itself. Every week we come to win the race. We're not even playing that game. We come to do what we got to do to try to win the race. If it costs us a championship, it costs us a championship. This race team is about coming and winning races and letting that other stuff take care of itself.
And they made the statement there in Michigan when they came and took those 4 fresh tires because that was their only shot to win the race. They didn't care about the championship at that point.
Got us a little dust storm down in turn 1.
I tell you what, Rusty, that does not help Greg Biffle at all with those used tires. All that oil dry down in 1 and 2.
No, those hot, sticky tires will pick up everything on the racetrack. I wouldn't be surprised when Greg goes into turn 1, the car just goes straight. Because those tires pick up everything, like magnets out there.
You notice that Biffle is not the first one in that outside line. Kevin LePage also did not pit under this caution, and he's on the tail end of the lead lap. That's the 9th place car in the 37. So he's going to restart in front of the leader, and that's not going to help Biffle's cause any either. He'd like to have that clean air.
Yeah.
If he's given up the tire advantage to Junior, he wants the clean air.
I'd bet if you asked Biffle right now, would you like to change your decision? He'd say, yeah. I think he just got caught right there. He had to make a decision. It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Pit or don't pit.
And, you're a very active driver in terms of your chassis setup and your pit strategy, calling from the car. You're out there trying to make calls on a situation that maybe you don't have all of the information of.
Well, that's true. I mean, I got to tell you, I've learned a lot from just sitting up here and looking down. When you're in that car and it's hot, it's 160 degrees in the floorboards, it's over 130, air blowing at you. You get hot, you get thinking what's going on, stay out, 2 tires, 4 tires, stuff like that. Last week, I'm running 10th. I decided to stay out, and everybody from 11th on back pitted. And we went back to green. I got my doors blowed off. So, you don't always make the right decision. And myself and Billy Wilburn, we make those decisions together.
Well, let's see what Biffle was thinking. Hey, Greg, Benny Parsons, you got me?
I got you, VP.
Okay, Goss is putting all this on your shoulders. Said you chose to stay out. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if it was the right decision or not, but hey, we'll see. Cool tires may be able to hold on for 30 laps. I can't hold Junior off, but hopefully I get second.
Did your car run pretty good on the used tires?
Yeah, not too bad. It was a little getting to be loose in the one, so having to slow up just a bit, but not too bad.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. Man.
Race leader Greg Biffle.
All right, Snyder.
I'm going to go to work, BP. Does that sound okay?
Sounds okay.
We're going to diagnose
About
the Steve
time.
Mill problem. Hey, easy, Bestwick. Jerry Kinnon's crew chief. Man, you had a great run going, but what happened?
Well, he broke a little oil line that goes to the valve covers. I hate it for Mike's Hard Lemonade and Gould's Pumps, and I really hate it for Shane because he's been driving his heart out, and these guys been awful hard all year, and we've been having a little trouble all year, you know, with bump ups. We had a good car, and it just hurts a little bit, but we'll come back next week and we'll hold our heads high. And everybody knew we was here.
That does sting a little bit now, but they can take comfort in the fact they had a great run going. Matt?
Marty, the sleeper may well be the 33 car of Tony Raines. Mike, what does your man have for him?
You think he's got a lot for him. This car is awesome. The 33 Bear Monte Carlo started 34th. He's come to 5th. He's been doing it on the outside. I don't know how he's doing it, but I told him to just keep doing it.
He's also found a little momentum of late. Last 6 races in 2002, 4 top 9 finishes. Maybe he can get another one tonight.
Running 5th is Tony Raines. 9 cars on the lead lap. Greg Biffle, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jason Keller, Jamie McMurray, and Tony Raines, plus Hank Parker Jr., Jeff Burton, Michael Waltrip, and Kevin LePage. Also Casey Kane will be technically on the tail end of the lead lap if he lines up inside of Biffle.
That's Casey Kane, the second blue car on the inside. Tim Sauter, the 19 car, gives a lap or so down, and Casey Kane is there, and they've credited him being on the lead lap.
Yeah, he's fluctuating between tail end of the lead lap and 1 lap down, depending as to where he is in relation to Biffle, so he's right there. All right, they're going to get 1 to go this time. That'll leave us 30 laps to the finish of this race.
All right.
Got us a little Saturday night feature going here, except it's Friday. Well, there's a lot of racetracks run Friday night across the country through the summer.
On board with Mark Green as he weaves his car back and forth, trying to get that debris that Rusty talked about, trying to get all that stuff off the tires, because if you don't, you go down in turn 1, it's not going to stick.
It absolutely won't, especially when you stay out there in those hot tires. It picks up everything. The guys with the new tires don't have that problem because they're still cool.
But LePage and Biffle are going to be
It could be
working this hard, working those tires hard.
I
here.
look for the guys that lap down at the bottom just to really get after it. Some of the guys might get their lap back.
All right, let's see.
It's just a guess.
You're allowed to do that.
Okay.
You got the microphone.
We guess at pit stops a lot too.
Yeah. Here we go.
Green.
Three in the lap traffic quickly.
But look at Junior just as quickly drive up on the outside of Greg Biffle. Unbelievable. And he's already trying to get on the inside of the 37 car.
Ooh, careful. You could throw away a dominant race car getting it pinched off in the corner. Yes, you could. All right, he's inside of him here.
And the 27 car is on the inside and takes a spot away from Keller. Jamie McMurray's on the inside working on Biffle.
What a great drive tonight. Jamie McMurray to second. Here comes Keller inside of his championship rival.
And Scott Wimmer, the 23 car. He gets a lap down that black car.
Keller and Biffle kind of hung side by side. Quickly behind them, Tony Raines in the 33, trying to work through some lap traffic. Well, Biffle held him off.
If the 57 car right now could get by Biffle, I think he would drive away from it. But the fact that he can't use the entire racetrack, that Biffle's taking part of some contact between the two.
Here he comes again. bit of difference in tire age on those two cars. You would think Keller would be able to get by him.
You would think so. The 23 car of Wimmer was on the outside, though, and he just couldn't let
Whoa!
go.
Keller breaks loose into the side of Biffle.
That was two great jobs by two great drivers to maintain control of those cars.
Raines went through to 4th. Jeff Burton went through to 5th. Keller's back to 6th. Thought Casey Kane was getting spun around off of turn 2 there. Looked like somebody had him hooked for a second. Got one in the wall. Mike Wallace scraping around the top of 3 and 4. And it looks like we're going to stay under green.
And Mike has what we call pancaked that right side, just flattened it. Now we're back to the same battle we had a moment ago between the 60 and 57. But a moment ago it was for 3rd. Now it's for 5th.
Just 8 cars on the lead lap. You're not missing anything up front. Junior's checking out once again. McMurray has moved into a very comfortable 2nd. Tony Raines up to 3rd now, and Jeff Burton 4th. This is the race for 5th. I wonder if, see Biffle sliding around there. I wonder if he got some damage when Keller bounced off him.
Well, I think he's trying to keep up with these guys with new tires. Oh, Casey Kane once again almost in the wall. Did he? Nope.
Well, now we got one around. Tim Sauter. Caution is out. 21 to go. Okay, here we go. A little prediction for you, right? It's only 8 cars on the lead lap. Biffle's coming in to get his tires.
Yeah, I agree.
He's only going to lose 2 spots, and then he's going to have fresher tires on than the people he's trying to pass.
I agree.
Nobody else has got any tires left. Cost-saving rule NASCAR has an effect for the Busch Series. They limit the number of tires you can change under the caution. 3 sets was the limit tonight. Everybody else has gotten theirs except Biffle.
Well, he's got to do it. There's no doubt about that. The problem is he needed to do it earlier.
He's not going to have a lot of time left, but...
No. But if he doesn't do it now, he's going to lose too much.
So, caution flag number 10. One away from tying the record.
I think we can see what might have happened to Tim Sauter. There he is on the outside and just gets the car on the outside. Oh, wrong car. I have a different car. I had Casey Kane.
There might have been some people jumping out of the gas when Kane broke loose.
Off train, keep coming, keep coming. There he is. Go low. Low, low, go, go, go. You're okay from behind. Caution's out. Good job.
All right, Marty, there he is.
Well, the first thing he said when the caution came out is, tell me when pit road's open. He's got a little bit of a tire mark on the left side, a little bit of a donut, as you would expect. It's going to be 4 tires, no adjustments for Biffle. Again, the chassis has been very good, and 1 can of fuel waiting for the left rear to go on a little bit longer than they expected, and they will drop the jack and send him back on the track.
Okay, so he's going to restart. Yeah, well, now let's check it. Looks like a couple guys got some laps back.
Well, I don't think they're holding.
No?
They're holding
Okay.
it on the racetrack, so they thought they did, but I think NASCAR said no, he did not.
There you go. Got the yellow the first time, is the word. So Kevin LePage and Scott Wimmer and Kenny Wallace will wait for the field to come around, and now they'll go back 1 lap down. So, as I was saying, got 8 cars on the lead lap, and Greg Biffle's going to restart 8th with somewhere in the vicinity of 15 laps to go.
I guarantee you, he's going to drive his rear end off. I mean, the guy's is a great driver. I think he's going to make some ground up here. I know when the times I've made mistakes out there, holy smokes, you better make it good, I'll tell you what. I have definitely had to come through on occasions like that.
Okay, they're going to get 1 to go when they get here. That'll be at 17 to go, so 16 to go. We'll get the restart.
Well, I think 3 or 4 cars is about all he could hope to get. I mean,